Hello everybody, and welcome you to the Innova Baltic Tour Lejasciems Open 2017. The Innova Baltic Tour third stop in Latvia will take place right now. We got the third day and we got round coverage from MPO, MPG, the girls, and maybe somebody else. So we got the MPO lead card here. Krister Tammjärv going first, then Gabriel Skritsius, Siim Misup and Marion Kulli. FPO leadboard, Anna Rekstina, Anneli Tõugis and Kristel Vidaja, leading with Anna with +9. And young guns, Jako Isup playing -6, Rudolf Zoras going with -5. We start off with the first hole, 110 meters, par 3, just a straight hole. You can basically go both hyzer ways, and we can see Krister Tammjärv going obviously with a forehand, and I believe playing with some kind of a D1, just goes too much straight to the basket, then maybe will be finding himself on the right side. And local gun Gabriel Skritsius going also straight to the basket, just maybe didn't really want that line. And Siim lining up big hyzer here, just maybe goes a bit too right or cranks it over. Can't really get it under the basket, but should have a birdie look. And Marion Kulli going with the forehand also here, 2 forehands, 2 backhands, but just playing it straight to the basket and finding himself on the right side. So just pitch up to the basket and move on. And Krister here having a longer look, just finding the lower cage, can't really connect there. And Siim also giving it a bit run, but just leaving it a bit short. And Gabrielus on the other hand going too high, too fast maybe, and makes a nice comebacker here from maybe 9 meters, just inside the circle I guess. And everybody else should be tapping in their pars also. Siim and Krister should be doing it too. So we got the MPM leadboard here. Raimo Kimmel going first, Margo Petter second, Darius Skritsius third. And we got the third hole, playing 165 meters, par 4. And a pretty open hole, so shouldn't be a problem for these guys here, but we'll see. Darius going first, just releasing this a bit early I guess here, didn't really want to hug those trees so close. We got Margo Petters making his approach shot here, but just cranking it over too much, maybe a bit too understable disc, or maybe the headwind came in, don't know. And Raimo Kimmel, the leader at this point with -6, trying to make an approach, but just leaving it too low here. And we see Darius making his second shot I believe, and can't really follow it up here, but should be outside there somewhere, yeah, just a bit short. And making his third shot from there, just leaving it a bit short. And Raimo Kimmel for birdie, if not mistaken, gives it a bit run, maybe just leaves it there. And Darius trying to save par here, just a bit high. And Marco makes a nice putt from 9 meters I guess, and everybody else tapping in their putters also. So moving on, we got the FPO leadboard here. Anna Rekstina leading it with +15. Anneli Tõugis and Kristel Vidaja following up. And we got the 6th hole, playing backhand hyzer, 90 meters, par 3. So I think the girls can make a birdie from here with a great shot, but we'll see. Anneli nicely ripping it, but just gets the last branches there, which stopped the disc like the way she wanted. And Kristel Vidaja also going with backhand, cutting the corner maybe a bit more. And last up we got Anna Rekstina, boosting up the backhand straight to the basket over the bushes. And Anneli has a pretty simple approach here, maybe leaves it too much to the left side. But yeah, makes it count, no problem. And Kristel can't really make it from the 7 meters. And also Anna doesn't want to connect it so much. So, the FPO leaderboard here. Anneli Daugias leading it with plus 15 right now. And we're moving on to the MPM leaderboard. Here we guys see Raimo Kimmel going with minus 7. And we got the 9th hole, 90 meters, par 3, just alongside the river. And plays really nicely for forehand shots. Also with a backhand turnover. And we got Anneli Daugias going standstill forehand here. Just playing it safe, I believe. Playing for the par. And Kristel Vidaja also with a forehand. Maybe the river just got into her head a bit and just went too much to the right side. And Rekstina going really aggressively with the backhand here, turning the disc nicely over and getting herself a putt, which is a really nice shot, I believe. And Kristel just pitching under the basket. Anneli just had to take the medicine and lay up from the woods, and should be taking a bogey. And Anna Rekstina really nice putt from, I believe, 11 meters uphill. And we got the MPM lead card here. Raimo Kimmel goes with forehand. Definitely for 30 here, trying to attack it, but just leaves it a bit short into the bushes. And we got Darius Gricius right now standing at plus 1. As a left-hand player, really nicely these shots shapes for his backhand. And Margo Peters also playing with a wide turnover with the backhand. Really nicely gets it to turn and finds a great spot, I believe. 5-6 meters maybe. And Raimo Kimmel just laying it under the basket. I believe he didn't really have a look for a birdie. And Margo makes a nice birdie here. And that proves the gallery's clapping, thanks them. And Darius taps in a birdie also, so 2 birdies and 1 par, should be okay. So we got the MPO leaderboard here. Isup leading it with minus 18. Everybody coming really tight from the back. And we have the 11th hole here, par 4, 160 meters. You gotta clear the OB pond first, and then we got on the right side the river once again. And see really cranking up a big sky shot here. I believe Marian will be going a bit lower, as we can see, yeah. It seems to be a really nice shot. And Gabrielus also with a backhand, as he's a backhand dominant player. And Krister Damir goes with a tomahawk, I believe. Just playing a placement shot here. And Darius makes an easy upshot, yeah. Winning himself about 2 meters maybe. And Krister going just too much onto the basket, really, like should be playing on the left side, but Marian here really nicely placed on the right side, makes the correction and finds himself in 2 meters, maybe 3, 4. And Siem was left only with that easy upshot, just pitches it down. And I believe Marian was a bit more further than I thought, so he will be taking the lone par here, everybody else going on with the birdies. And we're moving on to the 12th hole, 105 meters here. A little bit uphill, and you can't really see the basket, but should be reachable. See him going with the backhand hyzer shot here, and Gabriel's doing the same, maybe just a bit straighter shot. And Krister going with a forehand, trying to flex it over. And Marian also choosing the forehand flex route here. So 2 forehands, 2 backhands. And Krister making a long jump but can't really connect, and Marian has kind of same place but just cranks it over too much as his last upshot was. And Gavras also finds himself in maybe 10 meters but can't really connect from there. So Siem will be taking the lone birdie, Marian will take a bogey, and Krister and Gavras will move on with pars. So we got the FPO leaderboard. Iso leading it with 2 points, just ahead of Krister and Gabrielus. And we got the 13th hole, par 4, 190 meters. Just a straight shot, really. Place to make your bombs on the way. And as we see making a pretty huge shot here, maybe just going a bit too high or not flexing it over as much as you would want. And Gabrielus holding it a bit tighter, lower. And it should be okay place to make an upshot. And Marian playing also a bit lower, flexing it over a bit more. I think we're missing Krister's drive from here, but he's in a pretty okay spot, so should be an easy birdie from there. And see him making a forehand upshot here. Yeah, really putting it under the basket. Can't make it much more easier. And Gabrielus also with the backhand. Stand still, backhand upshot. And Marian once again leaves it a bit too long and can't really make the birdie happen. And Krister and Siem and Gabrielus will be taking an easy birdies from here. So 1 par and 3 birdies. Moving on to the 14th hole. We got a par 3, 95 meters. It's all about hitting the gap, I believe. So Siem goes pretty close, but can't really tell. Did he get the line? And Gabriel's playing the backhand turnover here. And I believe Christer and Marian following up with a forehand too. Just playing an easy forehand upshot or a drive. And Christer is quite far from the basket. Just makes a test run from there. And Marian finally connects there with a maybe 30 meters birdie putt. And really nice putt from Seam also. And Gabriel's with a lone backhand turnover shot connects the birdie also. So we got 15th hole, 150 meters, par 3, just playing it over the pond. I believe Seam going with a big sky Annie, playing it all over all the trees, all the clouds, and even maybe all over the sun, and finds himself just under the basket, I believe. And Gabrielus going straight to the basket, here in the OB, should be okay. And Marian going with a forehand flex shot. And I believe this shot seems to be really nice too, and the crowd approves. And Christer Daniel also going with a flex forehand, should be an okay place. Oh, maybe even too much for Christer, and can't really make the birdie putt. And Gabrielus connects the birdie there, and Marian still struggles with his upshots and putting, but Seam makes it look easy from 5 meters. So everybody else tapping in pars, and we'll be moving on. So we got Simiso leading the FPO lead card with 3 strokes right now. So still 3 holes to play, but should be okay. Par 3, 95 meters, 16th hole. We got just an easy hazard shot. Either you're a forehand player or a backhand player. As we see Seam taking a high hazard shot. Gabriel is following it up with the backhand here. Should be okay. And Marian going with the forehand. Laser beam on the road, hitting the line. And Christer Damier also throwing the forehand. Maybe just too much. Straight on the basket, just want to play it more to the left side. And we see Seam like a bit too long here. It just leaves his long birdie putt a bit short. But Gabrielus makes it easy. And Christer Damier also. And Marian Bull finally gets the birdie and is really pleased with it. So we got the 17th hole here, 115 meters, par 3, playing with the backhand hazard shot. And right here it's all about hitting the gap also. So here's the Gabrielus. Should be an okay place, I believe. Marian playing a bit lower line, but just getting really nice flex from the wind here. And Christer Damier opts for a forehand shot, which is pretty hard. And he comes up from a big drive there. But just going a bit too long maybe, and finding himself inside the bushes. And Christer can't be really happy with his upshot, but Marian Kuil makes a nice birdie putt from maybe 20 meters here, and says that it's easy, it's easy. So Seam just laying it up for a par. Gabriel is running it for birdie, and Christer can't really save his bogey putt, so we'll be taking the, or par putt, sorry. So we'll be taking a bogey here. And we got the last hole. Everybody's saying farewell, good shots. And 18th hole, 105 meters, par 3. Just a straight shot into the basket. And we got Marian starting up the last hole here. Just playing it maybe a bit too wide. That should be okay. Should have a putt. And Gabrielos also going too much to the right side. Getting a little skip, but wanted to be definitely a bit closer. And seems line really looks to be good one, and really is on the line of striking the basket. And Krister Tammeja here really going for the basket, but just won't find it this time. And Gabrielo is connecting a birdie. Krister can't really make his one count. So we got Seam making his victory putt here. And Marian also connecting a birdie. So finally he got his train going, but maybe too late this time. But tournament's still ahead, and I think we'll see you all in the Innova Baltic Tour Championship. 4th place in Tallinn, in Lauluväljaku. I'm your host Markus Tvineninov, and we'll see you there.
Hello, my name is Gustav Skirschentals, and last night I slept in tent.
So, Anneli, grip lock or early release?
Grip lock.
Innova or Discmania?
Oh, Innova.
Who's your daddy?
I'm not gonna answer it.
Grip lock or early release?
Only good shots. I don't grip lock and I don't early release any shot.
So, if you could choose any top player in the world to be your caddy, who would it be and why?
It would be Nate Sexton, because he has excellent forehand, and I would like to have somebody who plays well forehand to be my caddy. So
I think Simon Lizotte, because he's my favorite player, and he has those weird angles and shots, and so he could like show me those.
How often do you train?
almost every day, because it's summer and we have to play all the time to be good.
I don't go to work, so I can train almost every day, but in the weekends, every weekend in this summer is competition, so gotta train on the free time.
20 meter for driving distance or 2 meter for putting comfort zone, which would you choose and why?
I think 2 meters for putting, because sometimes I play very bad and I get like angry, and 2 meters is like I need to put it.
What is your highest achievement in disc golf?
I think my highest achievement in disc golf is Estonian Open 10th place. I played 2,000 rated rounds, so I can be very happy with that.
Kuidas sa kompenseerid seda aega, mida sa discgolfile kulutad oma perele, sest ilmselgelt discgolf võtab väga palju ajast?
Ja, eks seda peab pere käest küsima ilmselt, aga tõesti, discgolf võtab päris palju aega, tuleb teha treeninguid ja asju, aga kõik ülejäänud aja, mis mul vaba on, püüan olla siis hästi palju koos nendega. Lastega koos erinevaid mänge mängida, naisega siis käia kinos ja...
Mis sa arvad, kas kunagi discgolf võib jõuda ka olümpiale?
Kindlasti, pole kahtustki. See ala on nii populaarne ja järjest kasvab, et päris kindlasti ka olümpiale.